Few minutes. Oh, the pressure's on. Few minutes.
Yeah,
Oh my gosh.
Can she see from the window, or should she mask up and come
Probably right there would be. Can she see up above the window?
Oh yeah. Oh no, she's not. She's just staying there.
Well, only if he says it's okay to mask up and do it.
Now, what I have to do first is wedge my clay. You help Mom on bake day? Need that dough? Why are you needing the dough?
Either go on that side, because this board's blind.
Yeah.
Hey, he's asking good questions, hon.
Okay. Do you help Mom on bake day? And you need the dough. Why are you needing the dough?
Because to get it, like, considering to get all the ingredients incorporated?
To what?
To get all the ingredients incorporated?
Yes, but mainly to get the air pockets out. Have you ever had a piece of bread with a hole in it? That started off as a little itty bitty air pocket, and when heated, expands. Well, if I have that problem with my pots, they're hard. And when that air pocket expands, it'll break the piece. So I want to roll and press the dough. We call the clay rather. We call wedging the clay. And it's the same thing as you kneading the dough. So I'm rolling and pressing that clay. Doing that pushes out air pockets. Now, the hardest thing in pottery is centering clay. Once you center the clay on the wheel, then it's all fun and games after that. Look down below and see how I power up the wheel. Pedal, pump it back and forth. To center the clay, I apply pressure from opposite sides, being sure to keep water on my hands, water acting as a lubricant. I'm sorry? A cup. I'll be doing a cup. What you do is you measure out your clay depending on what you're making. If I'm going to make 25 of these cups, I'd measure all the clay out. They'd all be similar in size. Okay, now we're centered. I want to open up. I do that by dropping my thumb down, stopping before I go through the bottom. Now I want to raise the sides. Apply pressure from inside out, outside in, and slowly guide it up. I'm pinching that clay. As I pinch it, I force it to rise. Now what I want to do is even out that rim, and that is done by pressing a needle through the upper portion.
What about the handle?
Huh? The handle? Where is that? Now the very base, I have to cut a groove into it. It's referred to as a foot. It's a means of holding the piece when I dip it into the glaze. Also, when I fire the piece, it'll prevent the glaze from running down and bonding it to the shelf it's set on. So with this tool pressed into the very bottom, we'll cut in what we refer to as a foot. And put a little decorative line on it, trying to drum up a little business. So instead of plain pieces of equipment, we're adding a little design to it. Inside is a water buildup you should remove. Fail to do so, the clay would not dry evenly and cracks could form. 1830s sea sponges available. Drop that down, soak up that water. Drag it up the inside wall, finish off that surface. A wet sponge on the outside to take care of the outside surface. And you're there, with the exception of the handle. In about 3 hours, it'll firm up a bit, and I'll be able to apply the handle. By drawing out clay, shaping it into the shape of the handle, and press it right on the side of this.
Wow.
And that's all there is in making a mug.
Well done.
Can I try?
Well, honey, we're gonna do a workshop.